Okay, now I'm copying this student report. I'll create new report. I want to show, yeah, I want to explain the new scenario like structures. Just copying the same program. So when we copy program, this all the objects, you can see source code, variants, attribute, document, text elements. It will ask all. Okay, includes is a sub programs of main programs. If you have any screens for this program, customized screens, it will show. So if you have everything, you can select all and you can copy the program. We need to copy in our package. Just saving in our transport. We'll go to this program. Just commenting this setup. Save, do it. Execute. We have three entries from database. Okay. This was yesterday program. Okay. Now how many fields we are using here for displaying purpose?
Four.
Four fields only. Okay. So in yesterday I told you in the real time case, what are the standard tables we are talking? Sales order, purchase and all. We have more than 200 fields. Some tables having 350, 370 and all. But actual requirement is client is always expected to display the important fields. Okay. So what information they are actually checking? Only they are expecting those 7 fields or 10 fields to be displayed on the output screen. So in that scenario, we can use structures. So structures, what will happen? It will pick that specific 7, 8 or fields, and it will display on the same in the output screen. So why we are preferring these structures? It will give more performance. So better performance. So example like we can take instead of lifting the 100 kgs, so our requirement is only lifting the 5 kgs. So it is there in one of the bucket. Okay. So instead of lifting 100 kgs, we'll remove everything and we'll put only whatever it is required and we can lifting. So that is very easy, right? Compared to 100 kgs. Yes. Hello. Here I'm explaining how to create structures. Okay. So structure also should be the internal table worker also should be created with the reference of that structure. Okay. So before this declaration, see here I'm just mentioning syntax is types keyword. Types. Okay. Big enough some name, structure name. I'm using TY student and types end of structure. Okay. Use these two syntax next to next, begin of, end of. This will act as a structure. In between, we have to mention what are the fields we need. First one is student number, type. Okay, so we have to give that data element reference from table level. We are in this field. Okay, next. 4 fields we are using. Client also we are using. First field is client. The data element is MANDT. First student number same. Next one is first name, last name, age. 5 fields total is. Here is F name. Here also we have F name. We have last name. This is one of the field. Our field name is L name, right? L name. Here also L name. And we have one more field, age also we are taking in this program. Age. Just click on save. check. F name is unknown. What is unknown? SF name. Okay. So here just we add this S for both cases. Age also we have SH. Okay. Okay, syntactically correct. So this is our structure format. So in this structure, syntax is types keyword, begin of structure names, types keyword, end of structure. You can see that arrow mark is starting here and closing here, line number 8. Okay, the block. Any doubt on this? How to create structure? This we
No,
call as a
what
local
is the
structure.
purpose of it? Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
In this table, how many fields we have? 11 fields. If you see here, we have 11 fields here in this table. You can see the
Okay.
number here. Okay, but our requirement is to display only 5 fields.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of lifting or reading all the data, we are reading only specific fields. Okay, through select query. So when we go with select query, example here only I'm mentioning all the 5 fields. Okay, I'll take all the 5 fields name. Instead of star, I'm mentioning only 5 fields. So now we are reading only these 5 fields. So whenever we read these 5 fields, it might be in order, or it might be order, or it might be in order. Okay. So when we read these 5 fields, where we are storing these 5 fields data?
Structure.
Restructure. No, no, forget about structures. That is new concept. Compare with yesterday program. So where we are storing, as per yesterday concept, we are storing these 5 fields data, or uh,
internal table.
yeah,
And
the data we are storing in internal
yeah.
table. So internal,
Yeah.
where we at what line we created internal table in this program?
Data IT student table
20.
type
Line number 20 we
20,
created.
line
So
number
for this
20,
internal table, what is the reference? Student table. So how many
student.
fields is there in student table? 11 fields. But we are reading
Right.
5 fields. Both are different data. Both are different structure. Basically, internal table is the instance of table. It should be same structure, because we are capturing same content. We are storing the same columns and rows format. It should be having same columns. Now we are reading 5 columns, but internal table having 11 columns. Suppose if we are reading in order, like a student number, first name, last name, age, I'll go to the table. You can see after last name we have an email, but we are reading age. So when we push in this format, select query, age will be sitting on email place.
Correct.
Yeah. What is the data type of age? Age is number, numC. Okay. Email is character. So both data types are mismatched. Data program will go dumb. Will create the runtime error. Okay, so when we are reading specific fields and storing internal table also should have same structure. Okay, so that time we are creating internal table with a reference of structure. So instead of table name, here I will mention ty, both cases. What is ty student? It's a structure. How many fields? We have only 5 fields. In the same order, we are also reading data from this database table. If you use R, it will read all 11 fields data from database. So, and we are using only 5 fields. The other 6 fields data is unnecessary. We are reading, right, and we are pushing it internal table. We are not doing anything with
Okay.
that.
Yes.
So instead of reading unwanted data, suppose if you are reading 20,000, 30,000 entries from table having 400 fields. Standard table always having more than 200 fields. Many of the business tables, actual business tables. There are other systems tables which are talking about system performance. That table having 4 fields, 5 fields, some client related, language related tables. Those tables having only 15 and 20 fields. Those will not take any performance, but actual transactions data, sales orders, purchase order having more than 200, 300 fields. So out of 300, 400 fields, client actually they required 12 fields max, many of the tables. So it will be around 10 to 20 fields only they are expecting to see the data. Like a sales order, number, what is the item, what is the material he purchased, what is the quantity, and how much amount they paid. Only this six field is enough for them understanding.
So we are creating the structure and we are programming according to the reference with reference of the structure.
Yes, yes. So we are creating a structure, what are the fields they want, and the same fields
Okay.
will mention from the select query. And when we are reading, it will store in the same order. See here, last name, what is next field, age. The internal table also created with the reference of structure. In the structure also, we have after last name, we have age only.
Right, sir.
It will
Okay.
store same format, and we are displaying same fields only. So work area also created with reference of 5 fields. In this work area also having only 5 fields. We don't have any other fields in this work area. Okay. So compared to that previous select star, this will work very fast. Output will be same only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
See, now
Yes,
I am
sir.
removing these duplicate types. You can write in the single keyword, comma. Will be looks like okay. This is the format normally. Types begin of structure, end of structure. In between we have 5 fields with a reference of table type. So we can also create with a reference of table. Instead of this, we can mention like this table with. So when we refer this, it should not be data element, it should be field. Here also, student number hyphen SN was student number hyphen FIF name, student number hyphen last name. We can create like that. So we have two options, okay. Either data element or table with field name. We can give the reference for the field name. Okay, suppose we have 20 fields, how much time it will take to write here? Approximately 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't know the data elements fields, you have to open one more session and we have to compare that data elements and fields. If you miss one character, so I miss S character. That time we got error. I miss S characters. When we activate here, we got that type F name is unknown. Okay, so we have to check the table. What is the data element? If you are not sure about that. So 30 seconds is for writing. If you are sure, if you are not sure, again we have to compare. It will take more than 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Right? Yeah. So instead of that, we have a code generator here. To avoid this confusion, here put the cursor. See, I just commented I'm creating same structure here. So you have a pattern option here. Click on this. Okay, this pop-up will come. Here we have option with the fields from structure. So mention the table from which table we are referring. Student. Continue. You can see all fields are loaded here, 11 fields. So what are the fields you want, you can select. Client account, student number, first name, last name, age. Okay, and we have a copy option here. We have to click this. So we have a back option. I'm just explaining now. Copy if you want to copy the fields. Back if you want to go back, and if you want to select key fields. If you see, I'll remove all this. If you have five key fields, if you want only key fields, you can click on this. It will automatically select. If you want to select all, it will select automatically. On to the last page, if we have a number of fields, you can select this last page. We have only 11 fields we can able to see in the same screen only. So now I'm just selecting whatever is required. Okay, I'm just copying here. When you copy, it will come to our program. So we have to give our structure name. So I'm giving ty means it's a type keyword we are creating. That's why we are using naming convention as a ty. Just continue. You see the structure is generated. Instead of data, we have to write here types. Remaining is same, you can see here. So at the time of generation, if you are using table, it will create with a table with field reference. Okay, you can see all table with field reference created. 1 second. చెప్పనా పని చేస్తాను ఎవరు ఆయన మునుకుమార్ అన్న మునుకుమార్ అన్న బాగున్నా hello.
Yes, sir.
You understood the local structure concept?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have two types of structures: local structure and global structure. Okay. So if you create local structures, this usage of this local structure can be restricted by this program only. So we cannot use other program this structure.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Suppose you got the requirement when the project is development phase. So when we used to get some kind of requirements like one of the model like purchase order or IMM module or SD modules. If we get requirements, so when we started developing, okay, so we might get similar kind of, I mean, not similar kind of development, but relevant developments will get at a time 3-4 developments. Okay, three reports are, I mean, we created three reports. Three reports are talking about purchase order only, but different outputs. Okay, so in that program we are using same structure. Okay, consider that time I will prefer you create the global structure. Okay, instead of this local structure. This is local structure. So local structure will applicable. I mean, this can be usage in the within the program only. We cannot use in other program. Okay, so now I'm explaining how to create global structure, and after that we'll close the session. I'm just commenting this. Okay, let's activate. Just comment it. Let me open S11. S11 is the transaction to create a global structure. So are you able to see this? This is our table, okay, right side. So this is our S11. So here, okay, under this data type. So what are the, we have, last time we saw that we have three options under data type: data element, and we have structure and table type. Three things is comes under data type. So all three we call as a customer data types. Okay. Now I'm creating structure for this STRU. STRU means structure 4 letters I'm typing. For this student table we are creating structure. So just click on create. You can see data element we already use. Now I'm using structure. Okay, click on. So this is structure name. Description is mandatory. Just writing student. Okay. Here we have to mention field names and components. What are our fields we are expecting? Client to last name. Just put here. Component is field names. Component type is data elements. Here. Just copying this. Data elements because these all four in the same sequence. Next one is age. Here it is Z11 SH. You have to give same data element. Once you click on enter, you can see automatically data is updated here. This is coming from data element. And here we have a types and type ref to type box. These two are we are using OOPS concepts. Okay, so that we'll discuss at the time of the OOPS concept. Okay. So currently we are going with the types keyword. So structure is created with the types keyword. Okay, just click on save. Okay, click on save in the package, save in the transport. Okay, and here also we have to set enhancement category. I'm selecting can be enhanced deep. Okay. And here also you can see enter help check currency quantity fields. If you have any currency quantity fields, here also we have to give reference fields and reference tables. So out of these 5 fields, we don't have any currency and quantity. And entry and help check I didn't explain you in this table also. At the time of scenario, I'll explain you, and the same will applicable for structure also. Okay. So currently I'm just activating the structure. First, this component tab is very important, remaining to or optional based on the scenario it will require. Okay. So I just create this structure. So come back to our program. Currently I'm in line number 28. Okay, so this is a structure, this is a local structure name. Instead of this, I just put global structure name. Okay, here also. I'll just save, check, activate. So execute the program, output will be same. Any doubt on this?
No, sir.
I'll put that syntax also in commented mode. We have both. So this kind of scenarios, we don't need to write this much code. Directly write internal table work area with a reference of structure. So now you understand internal table can be created with a reference of table or structure. The syntax is data itab, we call internal table, type table of, okay, either structure or table. So this is a syntax for internal table. Same for our work area as well. Data itab work area, WA we call work area, type, okay, stru or table. The same syntax, if you are creating internal table, we can give reference either structure or table. Okay, same will applicable to work area, the structure or table we can create. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm just closing the section. Today we discuss all these internal table operations except free and collect, pen insert and all, and usage also we saw that usage of all these internal table operations. Okay. So I need to explain this also. 1 second. Give me 5 minutes, so I'll close these points also. We have a difference of internal tables like sorted internal table, standard internal table, sorted internal table, hash internal table. So now we discuss all the operations with the reference of standard internal table. So we didn't mention anything specifically. So it will act as a standard internal table. Why we are preferring, so standard internal table will support both unique data and non-unique data while doing sorting or reading data and all. And this internal table, standard internal table support both index and key value. Now we tried that read table with both key and index. When it comes to sorted table, it will support only for index. Basically, sorted table means whenever we mention this, whenever we create this sorted table, by default data will sort automatically. Let me show in table. So how many entries we have in this table? Let me execute. 1, 2, 3 we have. Okay. I'll go back to previous table, not in the structure table. Sorry, report. I'll take this previous report. There will execute scenario. So now how many entries in this table we have? I think we have 8 entries, right? So are you able to see this data? How it is displaying? After 1, it is displaying 7. Okay. So now I'm declaring as a sorted internal table here. So student 1 is a internal table. Here we mention type table of. Instead of that, type sorted table of. Okay. This is a new syntax, sorted table of. If you mention sorted table will support both unique and non-unique, but we have to mention field names. Here I'm mentioning unique. With unique SME. We have to mention key field or non-unique key field also we can mention here. Currently I'm mentioning with unique key. So student number, this is prerequisites for sorted table. This should be mentioned, otherwise this will not move. So I'm just click on save, check. Okay, student one is not. I'm just commenting this line. Just check, save, check, activate. Now I'm just executing. Error while inserting or changing rows in insert sorted table. Okay. 24, sorry, 38. So whenever there is a error, it okay. Let me show that error dump. Let me execute again. We'll get the dump. So basically, whenever there is a code issues, okay, runtime errors, so it will be showing in this format, okay, runtime errors. You can see runtime errors, description of exception. Here you can see error while inserting or changing rows in sorted table. So short text will come like this, and you can see runtime error. I tab is internal table illegal sort order. So we have to understand here, and you can see in the, if you scroll down also, you can see the position where it is showing a issue here. Line number 51, you can see these arrows it is showing in that current line we are getting error. So basically sorted table is this is special type of internal table where data is already sorted in the table level. Okay, so when it do auto sorted, we don't, that insert will not work. Insert is for standard table, we can use insert and append. But the sorted table it's a by default sorted, so insert will not support here. I'm just commenting that line. So here we are using insert, so that's why the system is written as a runtime error. Okay, I say 38. So instead of insert, we have to use append here. Append to. See 7, 8, we are appending in same order. So it will display also same order, even in case of normal standard table. So I'm changing the position. Okay, I'll append student number 8 in the after 5. Student number 7 in before 5. Before 4, I'm appending. So if you standard table, it will display in the same order. See, I'm just going with this standard table. I'm just commenting this sorted one. Show for standard one. Click on save, check, activate, execute. So what is the order now here? 1, 2, 3, 7. Before 4 we displaying 7, 4, 5, 8, 6. This is normal standard table, but we are using append. Append will happen always bottom of the table. So if you are using same sequence, it will also append in the same sequence. This is standard table. So now I'm using sorted table. Just enabling this line number 13. I'll be commenting this line number 12. So here we have mentioned unique key. You can see the data how it is displayed. Again, error in setting. Okay. Session is C38. Okay, we have one more insert. Here also we need to use in append. So insert will not support for sorted table. This executing. Again illegal type. We got the dump in line number 38. Error while inserting or changing rows in sorted table. Position 4, this is corrupted. So, okay. See 38. If we comment this also, actual append also will not support external append. This time it will show, it will throw error in line number 38 if we execute. We're getting line number 62. So all the places we are doing append only. So external append is not supporting for this. Let me comment those entries. Now we got the output. Okay, external appends are not working because since it's an internal table. So when we are referring this database, okay, this will work only for database content. Okay, so we external, when we do external appends, so this is not part of this unique key. So yeah, the main importance of sorted table is unique key, whatever the field we are mentioning. So externally data will not handled by the sorted table. So we have one more table. So only the difference of these tables is, so here in the standard table, okay, we can use sort operation. So we have a sort operation in internal table. We can use that. We use for last name sorting, right? Last scenario, and the sorting will not support for started table because the data is already sorted. Whenever it is reading data from database, automatically it will sort. If the position is also wrong. Like in database, student number 1, then 35, then again it is showing student number 2, then it is student numbers. If it is in order, automatically it will sort whenever you start a table. And we have a hash table. So hash table also we supposed to mention unique key data. So standard will sorted will support both unique and non-unique. You can see here it will support both unique and non-unique. Hashed will support only for unique data, and standard table it will support only for non-unique data. So when it compared to the performance wise, okay, so standard table lookup we call as a finding the data. It's always proportional. It's based on the number of records. So same will applicable for started also. So based on the number of records, it will be taking time to find out the entry. In the time of read table, I'll explain you now. So when it's a hash internal table, lookup time will be always constant. Like if it is showing 10 microseconds, it will be showing same either 10 or 11 9. It will be around that 4 to plus or minus 4 and 5. Okay, but here it's based on the numbers. It will be it will take some that much time for lookup. So I'll show here the example. So student table. So I'll not able to show here. Let me. We have only 3 entries. So I'll take another report. Mara. Material master. I'm just creating here. Material master data. Click on executable program. Click on save. Save in our package. Save in our transport. Okay. So here no standard page heading. So create internal table. IT underscore Mara type. Normal standard internal table. Type table of Mara. Area Mara type Mara start from Mara into table IT underscore Mara. So we are just displaying loop alt IT underscore Mara into area underscore Mara. Just displaying few fields from this Mara table. Work area Mara. Key field is MATNR, material number. Take here one more field, material type MTART, MATKL material group, MENS unit of measure I'll take. Just displaying four fields, end loop, before end loop, is clear work area. This is a basic program. Click on save, check, MEINS. Click on save, check, activate. So we have to use slash for every line here. Just executing. We have around more than 30,000 entries. You can see here 4 columns I took. Material number, okay, material type, okay, material group, unit of measure. 4 columns I took. You can see 20,000 entries. More than 25,000 entries will be displayed. Now I will show lookup time for 3 tables. Okay. Here I will take read table IT underscore Mara into work area Mara with the key field equal to, will take some material number. As of now I'll put 53. So let me open in SC11. Here it is Mara table. Execute. We'll see the contents here. How many number of entries? We have 18,403 entries we have in database table. Now I'll go back. We have to remove this 200, otherwise it will display 200 hits only. Just execute, we'll get all 18,000. Okay, so I'll take 58 as a one number. So I'm just searching for 58 here in this case. So before LV start equal to size 30 IT LV end. System time I'm taking. How much time it will take, you can observe here. Find the difference between start and end. LV start minus start and end both are system times, so we have to create LV start type data element is SYST, use ATIT for end.
SYST, right, sir? SY you written.
Yes, SYST. Okay, LV final also we have to create. I just activated this. I'm just displaying this final setup. Just executing. I put the breakpoint here. So LV start, LV end. Okay, time will not able to capture here. I'm taking some more syntax. Get runtime value. We don't need to declare these three things. In this case, I'm using new syntaxes. Okay, how much time it is taking? 3656. Okay, it's a dot means actually when there is a after three characters it will display as a dot, but actually 3656 microseconds you can say. Okay, LV start with LV end. Sorry, LV end with start. Okay. We display all the entries. How much time it took? 2820. Okay, so it will be changed then. We are looking for number 58. Okay, I'll be executing again. 27884. It will be changing, but it is too much time. Okay, 2784. This time we are in standard table. Okay, so standard table. It will now I'll mention sorted table. Type sorted table with unique key. MATNR is the primary key in this table. Material number.
Sir, your screen is stuck, sir. I can't see your screen.
No, we can see Satish.
Yeah, it might be with your network issue. Just check. So I'm just checking here. See here also we'll see runtime. This is new table, started table. Okay, just executing. You can see we got 64. It's a better performance right compared to that table. Compared to standard table. So last time we got 2000 approximately. Now we are getting 64. So I'll execute again. That is the performance time I'm telling. Now, this time we got 94. Okay. So we'll try with the one more value. 58 is the second value of the table. Okay, we'll try the last entry of the table. So I'm just scrolling down. We'll take the value. We'll take this value t t a 28. Okay, instead of this, we're searching for new entry. So here will be switched to again a standard table to see how much time it is taking. It is type table of. It should become We got just warnings only. I'm just activating again. Now let's execute. So we are searching end of the bottom of the table. So now you can see 375759. So we got this 3759 in a microseconds time. Okay. If you use standard sorted table, just executing, we got 66. Okay, this is a better performance, right, compared to standard table. Okay, now we'll try with the hashed internal table. So hash internal table will use a hashed algorithm. Sorted table we can use binary search. Okay, in this read table we can use binary search here. You can see. So what is the meaning of binary search? So it will be checking always off of the values, it will split and it will check the first part and second part. If it is there in first part, again in the first part it will split the off of the content. Okay. So again it will check that in that part it is a first coming, the value is part of the first set and second set. If it is a second set, and it will take second set as a uh, block, and again it will split as a 50-50, again it will check the value. So like that it will check. If it is a standard table, it will check as a line by line. Okay, linear search that we call. So in this case, standard table will support both linear search and standard binary search, but only standard sorted table will support only for binary search, because linear search means line by line. Okay, sorted tables means it is already sorted, so then we don't need to check line by line, so we need to use binary search in that case.
So
When it
standard
comes
table use linear search, right?
both it we can use both linear search and binary search,
Okay.
because data will not be there in the sorted format, right? It might be sorted in database table, or it might be not in the sorted format when we standard table. So we can apply both linear search and binary search.
Okay, sir.
For sorted table, we have to apply binary search, because linear search will not work, because data we are already sorting. So linear means it's a sorting of data. Okay, sorted we are doing already, then we don't need to use linear search, so we can apply binary search. When it comes to hashed table, okay, it is using hashed algorithm, like what are the key field we are providing, it will convert it to some different value, hash data. Okay, so hashed table of, here also unique key is mandatory. So binary search will not need not required here. Just click on save, check, activating. So I'm just executing. So how much time it took? 63. So I'll search for number 58 this time. Just activating. Number 58. Okay, last number we got 50, 60 run, 60 plus I got. We got now 58 also we got 62. 62. Last time 63. So now I'll try with this 599 value. This is different position in table. Just executing again we are getting 87. Okay, it's approximately less than 100 only. Okay, if you use hashed internal table. Okay, but if in the case of standard and sorted, it will be taking so too much time. Okay, so that we are mentioning here lookup and finding the data. So here performance wise, hash internal table is very good. Okay, but again you can ask, so why that there is a other advantage of, why we are preferring standard table in our all programs, because of it will support both unique and non-unique values. Basically it supports non-unique values. That is the main advantage. Like if we use sorted table, append will not work. Just now we got many dumps whenever we use append and insert. Okay, so many of the times we used to append data at the runtime, so that is the purpose we are preferring standard internal table. If you know the
Yes, yes.
significance of all these three tables, if there is no appending inside and you are using only for content based manipulation, then we can prefer hash internal tables. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now in the hash internal table, key will not work. It is only for index. A read table with key will not support. Read table with index only will support here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this hash should regularly using by this ABAP with BI projects, okay, business intelligence or ABAP with HR modules. They used to direct. I mean, in their developments, every development they use hash internal table because uh, all employees data or business intelligence, it's a unique data, right?
Correct, sir.
Always they are running through the unique data, like based on the intelligence business data, they are just doing graphics and all. Okay, so they should be run the data through unique data, unique values only. So that time they are preferring hash. So, but in our developments in the normal ACC, we might be working with unique values, or we might be sometimes we supposed to work with non-unique key values also. That's why we mostly prefer sorted table. Sorry, standard internal table.
Yes, sir.
Okay.